Hello there, thanks for coming by PosterCentral.com's video blog today. I'm Pete Howard, and I got a fun one for you today from The Doors from the summer of 1968 in Santa Barbara, California. A lovely paper concert poster from Scenic Sounds. And if you know The Doors in Southern California, you know that they played, I think, 3 times in 1967 at least in Santa Barbara, and it was always promoted by Jim Sulzer. And this one is unusually promoted, moving into the summer of '68, by Scenic Sounds, headed by Richard Linnell. So, not sure why the change in promoters, but that's what The Doors did, and so you get this markedly different concert poster. It's made of thick paper, not cardboard. You can see that paper there. It's pretty thick. You wouldn't really want to roll it, or you'd need a really big tube. And it's got kind of an unusual size. A lot of these things, a common size is 14 by 22 inches. The Fillmores are largely 14 by 20, and this is a little over 15 inches by little over 22 inches, so almost a one-off size, certainly kind of an oddball. So as you can see there, I'll move it in for you a little bit here. This largely black poster says right there across the top, Scenic Sounds Productions Presents. And then you've got The Doors in that nice red and blue coloring. In fact, I guess this is truly a 4-color poster because you add the black and the white and the red and the blue. Of course, the paper was already white, and you've got really a 4-color look. And under The Doors there, as you can see, you've got the Chambers Brothers, and obviously that was the year of Time Has Come Today, a huge, really fun hit single, but it would not enter Billboard's charts for another 6 weeks, so they were truly an up-and-comer at this point. And then you get into the box below that with the venue information and so forth and all the details, and as you can see right there in red, it does say La Playa Stadium, which it doesn't mention was at Santa Barbara City College. In fact, it was their football and track field. In fact, I've got a picture of it right here, and take a look at that, huh? Now, that's right, that's the green oval with the red end zones. That's La Playa Stadium. So, you know, beautifully, wonderfully scenic and real Southern California and beachy, but for a Doors rock concert? I don't know. This thing was just used for football and track and field, and not the ideal place for a rock concert. And but I guess in the 1960s, rock concerts still weren't that serious of an endeavor, and they would book just about any place where you could fit a bunch of bodies, and that certainly was the case with this. So there you have a picture of La Playa. So then below that, as you can see, it says 8 o'clock. It says rather, there's really scant information on this poster. It says 8 o'clock and then June 28. Probably would have helped people in the leading weeks up to it to have said Friday. It was indeed a Friday night. And then tickets 3.00 and 4.00. The designer didn't even want to use a dollar sign, so just tickets $3 and $4. And then as you can see in the white printing, available at. Now unusually this poster gives the city first and then where you get the tickets. Generally I see that switched on old concert posters. But you've got Ventura, the music box, misspelled Goleta, California, which was either on or right by the UCSB campus. Of course it's supposed to be Goleta, but such as old concert posters with their misspellings. And you've got the record rack. And then in Oxnard and Thousand Oaks, interestingly, you do have Music Emporium listed for tickets, and that was actually Jim Sulzer's Music Emporium, as all the radio ads made sure you knew, and Sulzer being a competing promoter, but didn't stop him from selling tickets to the event. And then finally at the bottom there, Santa Barbara. I don't know why that's listed last. The show was in Santa Barbara, but it says Cartoons in Stereo. A fun wordplay there. I presume you can see that in the white oval. Just when 8-track tapes and, car stereos were really taking over the teenage world. So, question: is a poster a tour blank if it's only used twice, as opposed for a whole tour? So I guess, probably not. But there's no question this exact design was used the very next night in San Diego. That's right. And then I have a picture of that poster here. The poster itself was actually in very poor condition, so please excuse that. In fact, there's a whole bunch of extraneous design work penciled in by somebody, a fan or something, especially in the Chambers Brothers there with all those spider webs. But the main thing is this gives you an idea of this poster I'm showing you today being used the next day, and the tour blank part just comes because, as you can see, the top half of the poster is identical, and the bottom, let's call it 40%, is all, it's kind of like one large box there, and it's all San Diego specific information, including the venue being in blue there, the Community Concourse psychedelic lettering. So 2 consecutive nights 2 consecutive shows done by Scenic Sounds, and the same poster design used for both gigs. No name, by the way, is given down at the bottom of the poster, no designer or anything, but that's probably because it's actually considered, even though it's a psychedelic concert poster, it's pretty simple in design, so perhaps it was just a staffer at Scenic Sounds. And were the Doors unhappy with Jim Salcher and not use him again for summer of '68? I don't know, but according to the really helpful book, The Doors on the Road, this particular concert was not that well received. It just didn't go over that well. One of the reasons might have been that darn stadium right by Water's Edge. I was lucky enough to see the Jimi Hendrix Experience in 1970 in Ventura. Similar circumstances right by the Water's Edge, and Jimmy complained about his guitar strings going out of tune and cut the show short. So who knows if Robbie Krieger had the same problem, but you can just look at that picture of that stadium there and just say, great for football and stuff, but a rock concert, I really don't know. And then finally, the Doors' career was in a great place. I always like to take a quick look at that for this very show. This was the exact month, June of '68, that Hello, I Love You was released as a single, and that was their second and only other #1 record after Light My Fire the previous year. So Hello, I Love You was a very big record in their career, and it was released this month, so not quite on the charts yet. The month before the show, in May of '68, the Doors had finished recording their third album, Waiting for the Sun, which would come out the month after this show in July of 1968 and go on to become their only #1 album. So that's pretty cool timing for this poster, absolutely. The Doors in Santa Barbara, 1968. Fun poster to show you. Thanks a lot for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope to see you next time pretty soon for something else. Okay, take care. Have a good day. Bye-bye.